Well, it's summer, and during the summertime, most people want to have a fire in their backyard to sit around, roast marshmallows, or just enjoy the outdoors. But there are some rules you have to follow. I'm here with Public Education Officer Anthony Stuckaluk from the Thunder Bay Fire and Rescue. Anthony, let's start with fire pits, because it's not just, you can't just put some rocks in your backyard and have that be a fire pit.
No, that's true. You do have to have an approved burning location. So you can buy a chiminea or an outdoor burning appliance from a place like Canadian Tire, Home Depot, or any hardware store that sells them, or you can make your own. But there are restrictions on the size. The diameter can't be larger than 2 feet. We do have all of our rules and regulations available on our website, so you can go online, print them off. But specifics like distance from combustible buildings or materials are 6 feet, and the actual diameter of your pit can be no more than 2 feet.
And a good thing to know is that you can't put it on your deck. You can't, decks are flammable. You cannot, you have to have something underneath it if you want it on your deck. Is that correct?
Yeah. Again, if you went to our website and looked at the rules and regulations, there's specifics for shielding that you would need if you wanted to put it on a wood surface. You do have to use metal to get between the wood and the burning appliance, but that's all available online under our rules and regulations.
Okay, now one of the rules that I was interested in that I didn't realize was there actually is a time limit to when you can burn.
Yep, 5 p.m. to 12 p.m. is the burning hours. You can't burn before 5 and you can't burn after midnight.
So that cuts out afternoon. Like, you can't have a fire in the afternoon. Who would want to, really, if it's hot out? But that's interesting to me. Now let's go down to the permit. You can't, if you are going to have a fire pit in your backyard, you have to have a fire permit.
Yes, you require a permit to do any outdoor burning. The permits themselves are only good in the calendar year that they were purchased. So if you bought one in December, it would only be good for the rest of December. If you bought one in January, it would be good for the rest of the year. So that's what we want people to remember. If you bought one in July for the summer, it's not good until the next July. It's only good for that calendar year.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Now, when it comes down to the permit, what happens with that? You go online, you fill out the permit application, then what happens?
Yeah, now we do have the option to go online, so we want people to use that. So you would go online, fill out your application. You would arrange for an inspection. So by filling out the original permit, you get into the system, and our guys will then show up and inspect your site for burning. So everything has to be complete. We don't want our guys to show up and you start asking questions about how to build it, what to do. We want it to be totally done so that when we show up, we can inspect it. There's a $20 fee for that inspection, and then you'll be approved if everything's good, and then you can start burning. The next year, if you wanted to renew your permit without changing anything, that you go through the same process. You go online and you can renew your permit, but that time it wouldn't require an inspection. As long as nothing's changed, again, it would be $20, and they would just renew your permit for you.
Okay, and now another interesting fact that I found out talking to you is that if you are renting, you have to get the homeowner's permission to actually have a fire pit in the backyard.
Yes, any tenant that wishes to have an outdoor burning pit, you need the permission from the landlord, and there is another form that is available on our website where you can print that off and have the owner of the property or your landlord sign that for you.
Okay, now Anthony, one of the things that happens throughout the summer when it's been a dry summer is there are fire bans. Can we just tell our viewers, what does it mean when there is a fire ban?
Any fire ban immediately suspends all permits. So if you've gone through the process, you have an approved permit, your location is good, and there's a fire ban, you cannot burn.
At all? At
all. No ifs, ands, or buts. Any fire ban suspends all burning permits immediately, and when the ban is lifted, then all of the permits are valid again.
Okay. Well, Anthony, thank you so much. Like you said, if you have any information about this, you can go online to the City of Thunder Bay website, /fire, and it'll give you all the information. Keep watching. There's more coming up on Go on Shaw TV.